Did you know that muscle repair takes up to 48 hours post-workout? It does. One of the most common reasons people work out is to lose weight, build muscle, or maybe get those six-pack abs. While appropriate exercise can help you achieve those fitness goals, so too does eating the right foods. And self-care. This includes rest days, and that's often left out. Sometimes a rest day can come with a bit of guilt, but let go of the guilt. You may feel bad because you didn't exercise, but rest days are part of a healthy training and exercise program. You set aside time to make an effort to push your body for better health and fitness. So why not make that same effort to rest and recover? Many people think workout recovery means just hanging around and doing nothing all day. But that's not really the case. If you know you're not going to work out today, your intuition may tell you to reduce your calories. Since you're not going to expend as much energy, you don't need to eat as much. Is this true? Should you eat less on rest days when you're trying to gain muscle or lose weight? Some fitness professionals may tell you that fewer calories are needed because you're not as active. Others feel that your calorie intake should remain the same as it is on training days to help the muscles grow. Who's right? As usual, the answer to this question depends on your goal. In this video, I'll explain what you should eat on rest days based on your particular goal. If you're new here, my name is Amy. I'm an ISSA certified elite trainer, specialist in strength and conditioning, ISSA certified nutrition coach, and Precision Nutrition certified nutrition coach, as well as a PSA ranked and rated figure skating coach. I help people just like you meet their fitness and sports performance goals. Eating the right foods ensures that your muscles have the nutrients they need to grow. According to an article in the Journal of Exercise Nutrition, research also reveals that nutrition is essential for reducing workout-related muscle soreness, or DOMS. This soreness can impact your range of motion, in addition to causing discomfort. Eating the proper nutrients helps by influencing the body's inflammatory response. If your goal is weight loss, you also want muscle growth, because muscle growth will help to boost your metabolism. And that's going to contribute to your weight loss. If this is your goal, reducing your calories on rest days can help, but your body still needs nutrients to aid in its recovery. As long as these needs are met, calories may be reduced slightly. But if your goal is to build muscle, it may make more sense to keep your calories relatively the same. This ensures that your muscles will be provided with the energy for their next strength training session while supporting muscle growth. To help maximize your recovery day nutrition, you will need 3 macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fat, no matter what your goal is. I have separate videos on protein, fats, and carbs. There's a link to all of them in the description down below. So let's just go over protein briefly. Protein supports muscle synthesis. This is when the body produces protein to help repair muscles damaged by an intense workout. Protein in the diet aids in this muscle repair by supplying it with amino acids that help recovering muscle tissue. Because protein is essential to muscle growth, you should consume the same amount as you would on training days. This equates to 1 gram of protein for every pound of body weight, or 2.2 grams per kilogram for muscle growth. There was a randomized trial that examines the influence of dietary protein on lean body mass and performance during weight loss in athletes. For athletes wanting to build muscle and lose fat, this research reveals that a slightly higher intake, 2.3 grams per kilogram of body weight, is more beneficial. Foods that supply a higher level of protein include wild-caught fish, organic poultry, beans, grass-fed dairy, organic tofu and soy, nuts, and seeds. What about protein shakes? Are they beneficial in recovery? And we've talked about protein shakes before in my protein video. Again, there's a link to that in the description down below. Because protein is so critical to muscle recovery, you might be inclined to consume protein shakes on your rest days. to ensure that you're getting enough protein. But is it really necessary for promoting muscle recovery? And the problem with protein shakes is that they're a processed food that can also be high in calories and sometimes sugar, not to mention artificial ingredients like sweeteners, flavors, and preservatives. But if you're having trouble reaching your recommended protein intake, a protein shake can help. This helps ensure that muscle protein levels are where they need to be. Protein shakes can also be helpful if you have a vigorous workout schedule. But if you can get enough protein from real food, quality food, or you only exercise a couple of days per week, protein is usually best sourced from your food. Carbohydrates are also crucial for muscle recovery. This is because carbs help replace glycogen stores. This supplies muscles with more energy. A study published by the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that carbs are necessary for maximum protein absorption. The number of carbs you consume on rest days really depends on how active you are. If you're relatively sedentary, 3 to 5 grams per kilogram of body weight may be enough for you. Carbohydrates can also be lowered if you're looking for fat loss, in addition to building muscle. But if you're more active on your rest day, 8 to 10 grams per kilogram of body weight may be necessary to supply the body with enough energy. Active rest involves performing light intensity exercises, such as walking or cycling at slower paces. Complex carbs supply the most nutrition and include foods such as whole grains, beans, and vegetables. Incorporating these items into your rest day helps support the recovery process. When it comes to fats, your approach on rest days can go one of two ways. Some will want to lower their fat intake because they know they'll be less active. This is especially true if you're concerned about your weight. And others will kind of look at a rest day like a cheat day and be tempted to overdo it. Either way, it's always important to remember that there are healthy fats and unhealthy fats. Healthy fats include those found in avocados, nuts, and extra virgin olive oil. Unhealthy fats are those found in processed food, such as cakes, cookies, and chips. Healthy fats are part of a balanced diet. Typically, fat should account for 20 to 35% of your total calorie intake. This amount can vary depending upon your specific nutrition program. A balanced diet is the key to improving nutrition, performance, and overall well-being because good food creates energy and sustains you throughout the day. And the habits that support a balanced diet are just as important as the food itself. Here are 8 quick tips for building healthy habits and learning how to build a balanced diet. Skip highly processed and sugar-sweetened items. If you've watched some of my other videos, you already know that highly processed food and sugary beverages carry little to no nutritional value and are often high in calories. These foods are common quick fixes that will leave you dragging later in the day as the sugar wears off. Once you can identify opportunities for better nutrition, you've made an important step in the right direction. Number 2, eat more protein and add more vegetables. Think outside the box here, literally. Find nutrient-dense foods that maximize your nutritional intake and support your overall well-being. Protein, for example, is crucial to feeling satisfied between meals, which helps fend off overeating. Vegetables are packed with nutrients that can provide a variety of health benefits. And if you combine the two, protein and vegetables, you get the best of both worlds. For example, try incorporating high protein vegetables like lentils, edamame, peas, and spinach into your diet. Number 3, make time for satisfying meals. When meals are balanced in all aspects, you're more likely to feel satisfied sooner and longer, preventing you from overeating and unnecessary snacking. If you sit down to a plate of food with a brown piece of this and a beige scoop of that, you're already unsatisfied and thinking about what you can eat later. But if the food is vibrant, colorful, and smells delicious, you'll be excited to eat it. It's already started to satisfy you. So include foods in a range of colors, textures, and flavors. Then you can truly enjoy your food, have fewer cravings, and eat less overall. Tip number 4, separate your feelings from food. I know I've said this before. Why you're eating is just as important as what you're eating. Review the why behind your eating habits. When you use food to satisfy emotional needs, you'll often turn to unhealthy foods. Choices such as cookies, ice cream, or pizza. The satisfaction lasts only for a few minutes, but the feelings come rushing back shortly after. As a result, you'll still feel unhappy. Now you've eaten poorly too. You'll probably feel guilty about that. So keep the why of your eating focused on nutrition. That way you'll be more likely to choose healthy options that support your balanced diet. Tip number 5, rest and recover. That's what this whole video is about. When you're well rested, you're more likely to make rational, positive choices that support your goals. Think about how you feel when you're tired. Everything's a little hazy. The simplest tasks seem like too much work. You just want the easiest option for everything, including food. Unfortunately, the easy food options are usually those that are highly processed and the sugary foods that you aim to avoid. Give yourself a fighting chance here. Make time for rest days and respect your body's need for sleep. Support yourself in all aspects of building a base for a healthy lifestyle. Tip number 6, eat when you're hungry. Skipping meals, whether accidental or purposeful, leads to poor energy, mood swings, and overeating too. This can lead to lackluster food choices like energy drinks, candy bars, and other vending machine downfalls. Listen to your body, because when you can tune into its natural hunger cues, you'll know exactly when it's time to eat. Subsequently, you'll be less likely to stray from your goals. Tip number 7, create supportive environments. Make time for food prep, because not every day is going to go as planned, and it often doesn't. Food prep makes it easy to create balanced meals, especially when you're tired or short on time. Also, make a point to replace processed foods and sugar-sweetened drinks in your home with healthy snacks and water. A home environment filled with healthy options and free of temptation makes it so much easier to select foods that are part of a balanced diet. Tip number 8, don't let weekends be your downfall. Focusing on eating a balanced diet doesn't end when you leave work on Friday. A little fun eating is okay, but you still want to stick to your goals for long-term success. You'll want to plan some ways to help you avoid setbacks. Challenge yourself to find solutions to common weekend scenarios before they happen. What healthy change can you make to restaurant food if you eat out for dinner? How will you stay busy over the weekend to avoid eating out of boredom? What types of healthy meals can you make ahead if you're spending the day at the lake or the beach? What will you eat before the movies so that you're not tempted by the popcorn? There are a few other things you can do on rest days that will help support muscle recovery. Here are some of my recommendations. Get enough rest. When you sleep, your body replenishes its glycogen stores. So this sleep is necessary for muscle growth. I've said it before and I can't say it enough. Proper sleep is a critical factor when it comes to maximizing muscle gains. It's absolutely critical when it comes to increasing muscle mass and improving performance. Poor sleep means poor energy and probably a poor attitude too. Chances are that this will translate to a sub-maximal effort, poor technique, and overall poor performance. Ultimately, this means that you will experience suboptimal muscle growth. Most people, even trainers, bodybuilders, professional athletes, and average gym goers, overlook sleep as one of the pillars of proper training regimen. With our busy schedules, getting by with just a few hours of sleep is a norm for many people. It was for me for a really long time. But it won't lead to maximum muscle growth or even weight loss. If your goals are a priority for you, then sorting out your sleep situation needs to be a priority. Focus on hydration too. Water helps to keep joints lubricated. The Journal of Athlete Training published a study that found that water also reduces muscle soreness. A dehydrated individual who performs exercise may exacerbate skeletal muscle damage, leading to many issues and damage resulting from muscle tension. Relieve tight muscles. Relieving tight muscles increases flexibility, which can help you once you return to your exercise and training days. If you notice that your muscles are tight on rest days, foam rolling can really help. It helps loosen up knots, decreases muscle soreness, and improves muscle tissue recovery. These are critical factors in keeping you going strong. This is what I use for my foam rolling. It's a Rolga, and there's a link to it in the description down below. If you use promo code Skate with Amy, you'll get, I think it's 20% off, but give it a try and see what you get. I also use a Theragun for percussive therapy, a TENS unit, and there's links to those in the description down below too. And I do also get regular massages now that me and my massage therapist are both fully vaccinated. I do still wear a mask during my massage, and she wears one too. Should I do a whole video on foam rolling and percussive therapy? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Sometimes a rest day can come with a bit of guilt, but let go of the guilt. You may feel bad because you didn't exercise. Rest days are part of a healthy training and exercise program. As a matter of fact, if you have an intense exercise plan or training schedule, you could actually benefit from an entire recovery week. You set aside time to make an effort to push your body for better health and fitness. If you're strategic about your recovery, it won't feel like you're just sitting on the sidelines. I have plenty of free resources on my website to help you maximize your performance by finding a balance in your efforts. Just go to amyricka.com/freebies. There's a lot of stuff on that page. You don't have to just pick one. You can get as many of those as you like as my gift to you for watching this video. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a like. And if you think it could help someone else out, share it with them and share it with your friends on social media too. If you're going to use some of these tips I provided for you today, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I really love to hear from you. And remember, I post at least 3 videos a week. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a video. This is Amy. Thank you for watching. I will see you real soon. Bye.